ultimately that's all that matters right now is these girls getting back into that winning column and prepping themselves, like I said, to make this deep postseason run. So
before we talk a little bit about Bloomington here, the Purple Raiders, let's talk a little bit about the seniors we just honored tonight.
Yeah.
Tori Schilling, Tony Schilling's daughter, senior manager, senior, I call him an assistant anymore,
right.
But a senior assistant has been quite and those are really valuable resources, folks. It's a lot more than just, people think a manager or an assistant, all you do is hand out towels.
No.
You do a lot more than that.
They pretty much are the glue to the program. They keep everything going. Tori, if you know T-Rex, she was part of many state championships at WLB, came and played, I think, 2 years here, and then decided her last 2 years that she'd rather just be, wanted to be part of the program, still stick around, but would like to view some of the manager duties. And she's very knowledgeable of the game. She is a great girl, responsible, organized. Because if you don't know, they've got stats they've got to do, they've got film they got to get ready. There's a lot of things that go behind the scenes to make sure that the team flows as it flows. So, and then we honored
Jazzy Robbins, who plays a lot bigger than her 5'4" size. Got a heart as big as a lion.
And I'm going to say she's maybe 5'4" with her heels on, too.
Yeah, I would say maybe standing on a block or something.
But like I said, her nickname, we called her DJ Jazzy Jeff because she has always just been all over, and she's a great girl, a hustler. I know the team's really going to miss her, the way she comes out and gives that Energizer bunny feel. She just never gets tired.
Kind of like a spark plug on a team. You bring her off the bench, and man, she just goes.
Yeah.
Ryan Stolzenberg, honoring her as a senior, one of the better three-point shooters we've had here at Lincoln High School, honoring her as a senior, and also honoring Reese McEwen as a senior. Reese with some very good post work inside.
Yeah, she does. She's another one that, you can see her athleticism come through. She, very good as a runner, and that's kind of what she's looking at going to school to do. But so she can get up and down the floor, get out on breaks, and she really isn't a huge post. So in probably other programs, she probably would have played a 2 or a 3, depending on her size, but we don't have a lot of height here, so.
No, but her post moves and her footwork are very good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
2 keys to being a post player is having good footwork and having some moves in the post to score.
And good hands.
Yes.
Yes. And her footwork, I think that comes, like I said, from probably her running. I mean, she's just very, very light on her feet. And then Ryan Stolzenberg, probably one of the better spot-up shooters that, from the three-point line, just can send a dagger at any moment. So, which is very key to this team right now when a lot of these schools are going a box and one, and so it gives our guards some time. We can attack and kick out to her to be able to knock down some crucial threes.
Bloomington comes into the game 8-10, 3-2 in the Big 12. Their coach, Austin Myers. Their leading scorer is Marissa Hilt. Marissa Hilt averaging about 15 points a game. She's a 6-foot senior. That may cause us some problems inside, being that she has some size. And they have Katie Barger, number 3, 5'8" junior, who is scoring right at 13 a game. Marley Davis, a 5'4" junior guard, is averaging about 9.2 points per game. Bloomington averaging 46 points a game on the offensive end, giving up 48 on the defensive end. Coach, our Lady Railers still playing pretty good defense throughout there, despite having given up 50 plus in the last 3 games, still averaging over 55 points a game on offense and giving up just 37 points on the defensive end, close to approaching the school record in a year for defensive average. You're going to have to knock that down just a little bit more.
Yeah, let's hopefully we can hold these tonight, hold Bloomington down maybe under 30. I'd be okay with that. But our defense, like I said, the last 3 or 4 games we played, we've come against some really sharp shooters, some good offensive-minded teams, very well coached teams. Morton obviously won 4 out of the last 6 state titles, and so very well coached. You've got Pena, who shot very well against our zone, and you say that when you're playing a 1-2-2, it's hard, to defend sometimes when they've got shooters all around, and we've played some good teams that have had some of those. So we got to learn to push them off the line or get out to that line a little quicker.
Pep Band is rocking here on a Monday night. We've got a great crowd here for Lincoln. Quite a few people came in here from Bloomington, and the student section is full tonight.
Wow,
I don't know what the theme is.
Whiteout.
It's whiteout night tonight in the student section.
Yeah.
So it's whiteout night in the student section. Tell you what, let's go ahead and send it back to the station for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off at Roy S. Anderson. Here on senior night as Reese McEwen does her rendition of the national anthem, and the student section comes to life.
And now let's read the starting lineups. First for the Bloomington Incorporated.
And now the starting lineups.
With an overall record of 8-10 and are coached by Austin Myers.
As the lights go out here at Roy S. Anderson, coach, another night with the lights out. The girls ought to be fired up tonight.
Oh, yeah. This is always a fun, loving this atmosphere.
One of the starters, Katie Barger, a 5'8 junior.
See, that's what I thought. I was thinking they had some good sophomores coming in.
Matt Greisinger, 5'10 senior, the other starter.
We're excited to have the band with us again tonight, so let's get the crowd going, man.
Another starter, Marissa Hilt, their center, leading scorer. Sosi Datacan, one starter, and then number 23, Alondra Ortiz, or excuse me, Marley Davis, the other starter. So those are the starters for Bloomington High School. Again, the lights out here and the band goes crazy. No cheerleaders in the building, so the girls line up in front of the bench.
And the student section came out and lined the side for them.
Becca Heitzig comes out of the tunnel first. Chloe Froby second out of the tunnel. 5'9" sophomore, averaging around 25 a game. Jazzy Robbins, number 3, the third starter, 5'4" senior, out of the tunnel. 5'8" senior Reese McEwen gets the start inside. And we wait to see the last starter.
And the last handshake, it's always...
Ryan Stolzenberg. So, Coach Taylor Rohrer does start all the seniors. Ryan Stolzenberg out.
T-Rex, Tori Schilling.
Student assistant. They used to call them managers. I think they call them assistants now. And a very valuable part of any sports organization. Hey, look, if you can't play, be a student assistant. Trust me, there's a lot of responsibility to it. And, there are coaches that will delegate quite a bit of responsibility to the student assistants.
Yeah.
And it can lead you to a manager position in college. Trust me. And, hey, the Big Ten managers, that's a lucrative position. There's scholarships that are awarded for it. Some Big Ten managers go on to coaching because coaches have them prepare game film. They do travel booking. They're almost a basketball operations person at the college level.
Yeah, and I do believe Cameron Whiteman, I think, is looking at doing that down at Miami. So
tip up and controlled by Lincoln. Stolzenberg. Oh, and I'm not sure that's a backcourt violation. I don't think Ryan knew exactly which way she was going past in the backcourt to Becca Heitzig after being in the front court. A little excitement there, and the turnover is going to go to Bloomington. Katie Barger will inbound the basketball to Sosi Dedecan. In the corner, Ortiz. Out front, Barger. Barger, Dedecan. Dedecan still out front, working against the Lincoln zone. Lincoln girls very active. Ortiz, a long three, no good. Rebound, Froby. Again, 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Lincoln 16-6, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Bloomington comes in the contest 8-10. Froby eyes the three. A long one up and no good. Off the iron, Stolzenberg. Chase it down the corner. Nice save to Heitzig inside McEwen. McEwen, good pass. Jazzy Robbins. Robbins in the trees. Got it blocked. Marissa Hilt
she
blocked
gets a steal.
and got it back. Froby in the lane. Up and under. Left hand good. Chloe Froby. Almost halfway to Steph Reichley's career scoring record here at Lincoln High School. Bloomington still in the backcourt. Now
Nice,
Hill
another
knocked away by
steal.
Robbins. Robbins to McEwen. Heitzig. Corner Froby. Froby inside the arc. 18-footer up. No good. Rebound. Stolzenberg fights for it and got tied up with Matt Greisinger. Or Grissinger. I think that's how it's pronounced. Matt Grissinger.
Gressinger. Yeah, Gressinger, right?
think so,
They gave us that gur on our...
Thanks to Kev Varney for the stats he
Yeah.
provided from Bloomington.
Another
Pronunciations. Another steal for Lincoln in the backcourt. Heitzig to Froby, up and good. Lincoln up 4-0. 6:48 to go here in the first period. Bloomington again still in the backcourt, having a lot of trouble with the Lincoln pressure. Now they break it as Barger goes to Hilt. Hilt's in the corner to Grissinger. No good. Rebound Hilt up. Looked like she might have traveled. Got away with one. Lays it up and in. 4-2 the Lincoln lead. 6.5 to go here in quarter number one. Taylor Rohrer up, signaling to play to her offense. Robbins, right wing, back out front Froby. Bloomington in a 2-3 zone. In the corner, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg back out front, Froby. Froby flashing McEwen to the post. Baseline Heitzig, she drives. 8-footer up, no good. Rebound goes to Bloomington. Barger pulls it down. Barger quickly up the floor. Barger in the corner, Grissinger. Barger playing catch with it right wing. Now across to Ortiz. She had to chase the ball down. Ortiz dribbling it out front. Starting their offense quite far out inside to Hilt in the lane. No good. Ortiz, the three-pointer up and got it.
Good.
Alondra Ortiz, a 5'5 junior, nailed the three-pointer. Nice kick out by Marissa Hilt, a 6-foot senior.
I think that's the first I'd seen them in and out. They did a lot. They've been doing a lot of east-west, but
Frobe, Robbins tried the bounce pass, and Barger stepped in the passing lane and got it. 5-4, Bloomington ahead. Inside Hilt. Marissa Hilton muscles her way to the basket, up, got the harm but not the bucket, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Let's see, I think it may be Reese McEwen with the foul. And it was. First team foul on the Lady Railers. Again, Lincoln 16-6, rated number 6 in the AP poll. And Hills missed the first one.
Looking a little sluggish on offense, kind of making some turnovers. Probably, I usually say pass with the purpose. We're kind of passing to people standing right beside us, not really passing with the purpose. So hopefully we can get some offense going here.
Hilt missed the second one. Missed them both. Heidsieck, long cross-court pass to Frobe. Frobe, a long 3, up, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds, and I think Heidsieck batted it out. Yep. Batted it out last. 5:08 to go. Bloomington up 5-4 right now.
Probably wasn't the best shot there for Frobe to take right now.
Oh, and Hilt traveled in the backcourt. That was pretty obvious even for an old guy up here whose hearing and eyesight is going. Thank you very much, partner.
I was doing a vision test today at school, and I could barely get through level 2. So,
Stolzenberg, kick out to Heidsieck. Heidsieck, Frobe. Frobe going to drive in, kick it to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, Heidsieck. Heidsieck, Robbins. Robbins traveled.
Yep.
Seems maybe the girls just may be a little bit excited here on offense. They're trying to move sometimes.
Sometimes on those senior nights and I always see 8th grade nights, you just don't know what's going to happen. You got different emotions going on, so you kind of see that sometimes and expect that first quarter. Hopefully we get settled down here pretty soon and get our offense going.
Ortiz missed the long 3. Lincoln's caused a few turnovers for Bloomington so far and hasn't capitalized on every one of them. Inside to McEwen, good pass, layup time, no, that's one she usually makes. A little bit on the strong side, ball on the floor, and a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors Lincoln.
Oh, it should be Lincoln basketball.
That's what the possession
Yeah, and I'm not sure the girls see.
They did this to me at Rock Island the other night, too. Ball inbounds by Stolzenberg. To Frobe, nice cut, layup time, got it and the harm. Nice pass from Stolzenberg to Frobe, a good cut by Chloe, and she puts Lincoln ahead 6-5, 4:37 to go here in quarter number 1. Don't forget to patronize many of our fine sponsors, especially, hey, go to James Siddon's house, call him up and say thank you, Uncle James, for supporting Lady Railer basketball. Chloe Frobe makes the free throw at 7-5.
And then mention maybe take me to Disney.
There you go.
Ask him. You might just keep asking for that.
Chloe Frobe ahead of Bloomington 7-5 right now. 4:30 to go. Hilt tried driving down the lane, ball knocked away, and it goes Lincoln's way. Frobe in the corner, Heidsieck against the Bloomington 2-3 zone. There's McEwen. McEwen got tripped up, and she's going to get called for the travel.
Hey, we have a lot of turnovers this quarter as well between both teams.
Coach, I see that often where a player will try and drive and gets tripped up by the opposing player, and the officials call it travel. I was taught if you trip somebody, it's a foul. And a nice steal in the backcourt by Lincoln. Frobe ahead of the game and gets the layup. 9-5, the Lincoln lead as they cause yet another turnover in the backcourt. Hilt the basketball. Fill the lanes. Outside number 21.
Wow.
And that was Sosie Datacan hits the 3, the freshman.
I'd heard that Bloomington had a couple freshmen coming in that are pretty decent, so I would say that's probably one of them. Ryan Stolzenberg,
the long 3, misses it. And ball knocked out of bounds. The last touch by Katie Barger of Bloomington. It'll be Lincoln basketball. Jenna Bowman comes in. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. So let's send it back to the station for a 60-second word from one of our fine sponsors.
5, 4, 3.
Jenna Bowman into the game for Lincoln, misses her patented baseline jumper as Lincoln starts off the quarter, leading 9-8, and Bloomington travel with the basketball.
Another turnover. I haven't been keeping turnovers. That's the one stat I'm not keeping up here.
It's tough enough to keep points and stuff.
It is for me.
Froby the basketball, and it looks like Bloomington switched defenses on Lincoln.
They went man-to-man, didn't they?
Yep. Hilt gets the ball on the turnover, those long arms. She was able to grab the basketball, going to take it all the way herself. Layup time, good. Marissa Hilt, 6-foot senior, their leading scorer, about 15 a game. That's 4 for her. 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Lincoln down 9-10 or 10-9.
Yeah.
Froby, Heitzig in the corner, Stolzenberg. Now Bloomington goes back to the 2-3 zone. Well, it looks like it's a box and one now. It's a box and one.
This is pretty much what we've been seeing.
Out front, Bowman. Bowman, Heitzig. Heitzig, corner, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, out front, Bowman.
Yep, box and one.
Froby with the move down the lane. Layup time. Didn't get it. Gets knocked to the floor. And slow getting up.
Oh, no.
Oh, and she is hurt. Something's hurt. Can't tell, maybe an ankle or knee. Well, Mom, it looks like, I can't tell from here.
It's an ankle.
It's an ankle. She looks like she may have stepped on somebody's foot. Hopefully it's just a twist of an ankle, and maybe she can come back. They'll get her over to the sidelines, and it looks like Chloe will have to come out of the basketball game with Lincoln down 10-9.
I just bought her 2 new braces for tonight because her other ones were getting old. So I'm just kind of looking to see if
that hurts.
I think Dad's looking at me. If I'm supposed to go over, or
if you've played much basketball, you probably sprained an ankle at some point, and that hurts like heck.
Looks like she's walking.
Well, she's up and walking.
I think Kent's gonna
train her with her. Terrence Stolzenberg going to go to the line to shoot both free throws. It's going to be tough coming off the bench and standing right at the free throw line. Taryn, not so tough. She just nailed it.
That's right.
That's right. Terrence Stolzenberg ties the game at 10. Chloe Froby went on the game with 9 points, and it looks like a twisted ankle. Second one up and good. Got them both. Terrence Stolzenberg, the sophomore, knocks them both down.
Do you mind if I walk over there?
No, go ahead.
All right.
So we'll let Coach go over and check on, put her mom hat on and check on Chloe Froby. In the meantime, 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 11-10. Bloomington playing catch with it out front. In the corner, Grissinger. Grissinger, baseline against Jasmine Werner. Goes back out front to Datacan. Datacan. Barger in the corner, throws it across to Datacan. Inside, number 21, and that was Sosi Datacan. Snuck in the defense, got the shot up and good. Sosi Datacan give the assist to Grissinger. Matt Grissinger gets the assist. Jenna Bowman out front, goes to Heitzig. Heitzig around her man to Stolzenberg. Long three on the way, no good. Rebound, Bloomington. Grissinger gets the rebound, and Bloomington's going to take a 30-second timeout. Tell you what, folks, we're going to go ahead and keep it right here. We're watching Chloe Froby is walking behind the benches, limping slightly, so maybe it's just a twist of an ankle. Schneider Masonry in Lincoln for all your masonry needs, including brick, block, and stone. Choose Schneider Masonry, family owned for over 40 years. Phone 314-9654. Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling office. If you want results, call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424 or check out their website, merealty.com. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. Resist both of them. Make this a better community. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. Marty Ryan running the camera for us tonight, doing an excellent job as Bloomington still in the backcourt. And the ball knocked off of Terrence Stolzenberg's leg, kicked in the backcourt to Bloomington. Bloomington gets it across to Barger, quickly up the floor in the court of Grissinger. Grissinger back out front, Barger down the lane, up, no good, front of the iron. Ball batted around. Tori Garrett's in the basketball game, had a hand on it, and Bowman pulls it out of there. quickly ahead. Lincoln quickly ahead to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg wisely kicks it back out. Heitzig. Heitzig, 15-foot runner up good. Becca Heitzig stepped right in there, nailed a 15-footer on the run. Up and good. It's Lincoln 13, Bloomington 12. Barger to Ortiz in the corner. Grissinger. Grissinger long three up, no good. Rebound Heitzig, and here comes Lincoln on the run. Heitzig needs to probably pull it out. Doesn't have the numbers. Back out front, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, Heitzig goes inside Werner. Werner kicks it out. Bowman. Bowman, 15-footer on the way. No good. Back to the iron. Werner and Hiltz battling for the rebound. Werner and number 20 in the basketball game, Micaiah Phillips, battled for the rebound. Barger out front. Barger goes in the corner. Grissinger. Grissinger to Dedecan. Barger kicks it out. Grissinger. Grissinger another long three, and she got it. Matt Grissinger got the three-pointer, and it's Bloomington 15, Lincoln 13. 23 seconds to go here in the quarter. Possession arrow favors Lincoln. Bloomington. Heitzig, baseline 5-footer up, no good. Ball on the floor. Ortiz picks it up. Ortiz and Bloomington on the run. Throws the ball away into the student section. The student section in force here on Whiteout Night, making a lot of noise. The band is here tonight. A great crowd on the Lincoln side, on the south side of the gymnasium. Great crowd from Lincoln. Nice crowd from Bloomington here on senior night. Lincoln trying to break a 3-game losing streak, down 15-13. Heitzig out front. Leading scorer on the bench. Stolzenberg, baseline three, up, no good. Rebound, Heitzig had it, got hit, no call. And at the end of one quarter, it's Bloomington 15, Lincoln 13. Let's send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout. A little bit of a shocker going on right now here at Roy S. Anderson with an 8-10 Bloomington team up 15-13 on Lincoln. If you just joined us, Chloe Froby went down in the first quarter with a twisted ankle, but she has returned. Looks like she's taking the ankle braces off that she had. I'm waiting for my broadcast partner, Carrie Froby, who's Chloe's mom, to return. I take that back. Chloe's not back in the basketball game. Terrence Stolzenberg remains in the basketball game. It looks like Chloe Froby may have gone to the locker room to get a little bit of treatment on that right ankle. And Ortiz nearly lost the ball in front of the Lincoln bench. Back out front, Barger. Bloomington the basketball, start quarter number 2. In the corner, Grissinger. Grissinger, and great play by Reese McEwen, stepping in the passing lane, taking it away. Another turnover on Bloomington. Bowman, left wing, goes out front, Heitzig. Heitzig drives down the lane, kicks it out, Stolzenberg. Terrence Stolzenberg to Bowman. Bowman, Heitzig. Heitzig, and now Bloomington no longer playing the box and one, going to the 2-3 zone. Heitzig, ball, bad pass from McEwen, went between her legs, picked it up. Stolzenberg, to Ryan Stolzenberg, into McEwen, good pass. Reese McEwen misses a 5-foot turnaround, and a jump ball called on the rebound. It will be Lincoln basketball on the alternating possession. Lincoln the basketball underneath their own basket, down 15-13, 7:15 to go here in quarter number 1. Again, Chloe Froby in the locker room getting treatment on a twisted right ankle. In the corner, Ryan Stolzenberg goes into McEwen again. McEwen up and no good. Shot it over. Micaiah Phillips didn't get the roll. That's 3 Reese McEwen has missed that she normally makes. Inside to Micaiah Phillips. Layup time, good. And Bloomington extends the lead to 4. 17-13 the lead. Bloomington has it. Heitzig goes inside McEwen. McEwen kick out Stolzenberg to Bowman. Bowman out front, Heitzig. Both the Stolzenberg girls in the game. Taryn out on the right wing and Ryan over on the left wing. Ryan Stolzenberg on the left side in front of the Bloomington bench. Out front to Taryn Stolzenberg. Taryn to Ryan. Ryan in the corner, Bowman. Bowman to Ryan, out front Taryn. McEwen posted up. Lincoln has gotten some good looks at the basket, even without Chloe Froby on the floor. Heitzig drives baseline. She's going to get fouled. Foul's going to go on Sosi Datacan. Sosi, the 5'6" freshman. Bloomington with some nice underclassmen. You can see this is a program that may be on the rise. Ryan Stolzenberg inbound, gets it to Bowman on the baseline. Kick out Jazzy Robbins. Robbins to Bowman, to Robbins. Back out front, Heitzig. And a dangerous pass went over the head of Jazzy Robbins and out of bounds. A turnover, Lincoln, down 17-13. Again, Lincoln has gotten some good looks at the basket without Chloe Froby in the game, but just has not been able to convert. Katie Barger works in the backcourt against Becca Heitzig in the Lincoln 1-2-2. And goes inside to Data Kean. Data Kean misses the bunny and rebound Phillips. And there's going to be a foul called on the floor before the shot by Phillips. Foul on Lincoln. I think it's on Jazzy Robbins. Let's see. That'll be on Jazzy Robbins, her first and the team's third. Barger gets the ball inbounds. Barger against Heitzig. Out front, Ortiz. Barger, the nice kick across to Grissinger, to Barger. Out front, Ortiz. Inside, Phillips, a good pass for Ortiz. Phillips was kind of surprised by it. Threw it up, couldn't get the basket. Datakian with the rebound, up. Kicks it back out to Grissinger. Ortiz, Bloomington moving the ball very nicely, and Barger's going to get called for the travel. Yet another turnover on Bloomington, and Lady Railers really need to capitalize on these turnovers that Bloomington's committing. They've stuck on 13 for quite some time. 5:36 to go here in the first half. Again, Bloomington ahead 17-13. Jenna Bowman to Ryan Stolzenberg. Out front, Heitzig. Jazzy Robbins, left wing, Heitzig drives in, kick out Stolzenberg. 3 on the way. Shot rushed a little bit, might have been blocked. Heitzig got the rebound, threw it up, no good. Another air ball, and rebound Datakian. Out to Barger. Katie Barger runs the Bloomington offense. She's their point guard, does a really good job. Katie Barger. Datakian, the long 3, up and good. And it looked good from here. Sosi Datakian with a nice 3-pointer. It's 20-13. Lincoln down 7. Bowman. Baseline Stolzenberg. Thought about driving, cut off by Datakian. Kicks it back out Bowman. Heitzig in the corner, Stolzenberg, Bowman. Jazzy Robbins out front against the Bloomington 2-3 zone. Heitzig in the corner. Heitzig back out front, Bowman, Robbins corner, Ryan Stolzenberg, back out front, Bowman, ball batted away. Heitzig picks up the loose ball. Heitzig 15-footer, up and no. There's a lid on the basket right now for Lincoln. Bowman couldn't get the rebound. Datakian picked it out of there and gets it to Katie Barger. Barger quickly up the floor, kicks it out Ortiz. A long 3 by Ortiz, didn't get it. Rebound Becca Heitzig. Heitzig on the run. Lincoln down 7 with 4 minutes to go here in the half. Robbins, Stolzenberg nearly went out of bounds. Out front, Reese McEwen back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Jazzy Robbins. There's McEwen flashing inside to Reese again. Reese 5-foot turnaround, up, no good. She might have got fouled there inside. That's
there
about
is
4.
A lid, huh?
That's about 4 shots she's missed in her zone. Rebound Bloomington. Here they come the other way. Ortiz had the basketball and threw the ball into the student section. And knocked Reese McEwen into the wall as well. With no call, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Let's send it back to the station for a 30-second word from one of our sponsors. This is Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3. 3:45 to go here in the half. Lincoln down 7, and let's Mom, put your coach hat back on. What's the injury report on Chloe?
They're looking right now that it is just a lower, like right where the hamstring connects. So they're going to try to secure it and put some compression on it. We gave her some ibuprofen. She's maybe going to give it a try, and then if not, I think that might be all for tonight, and then maybe take some couple days off and ice and rest it a little bit. So. I went in there, wasn't sure if it was the ankle or the knee, and Missy was doing a great job testing out both. And
baseline, Terrence Stolzenberg couldn't get it to go down. Ball batted out of bounds by Lincoln. Oh, and they're going to say it's Lincoln basketball. I'm not sure about that, Coach, because Terrence Stolzenberg, I thought, clearly had a hand on it. And now both referees have conferred. Inside and the outside official. Well, Coach, not the best report, but a hamstring is something that will heal. And Jasmine Werner misses a bunny inside. Right now, a lid on the basket for the Lincoln girls in the corner and knocked away. Out front, Data Can nearly threw the ball away to Grissinger. Data Can throws it inside Barger. Barger out to Ortiz. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound inside Stolzenberg. Ball batted out of bounds. And what's the call here? I think they're going to give basketball? It back.
And that might be maybe a makeup call, I'm going to say.
That's what I think.
It's like, well, we gave them that one under their basket. We'll give them one under theirs. So,
Coach, sometimes your leading scorer goes out of the game like that, and the girls don't know what to do offensively. We've gotten good looks at the offensive end. We just haven't converted anything right now.
And they're probably a little bit razzled, too, from it. And is that number 4?
Matt Grissinger gets the three-pointer. It's 23-13, a 10-point Bloomington lead. Terrence Stolzenberg, 3 on the way, no good. Ball batted around, ball on the floor. Barger picks it out of there. Katie Barger, and the ball knocked away and a foul in the backcourt. Coach, you don't want to let this go on very long because the more confidence Bloomington gets, the better they may end up playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Chloe went. Was it first quarter?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and we've scored 1 point. Is that right?
I think we scored 2. I think Taryn got both free throws, and that's been it.
Well, yeah, when Chloe got fouled, she hit and that's been the last time we scored. We need a bucket here, ladies.
Turnover
Come
back
on.
to Lincoln.
There we go.
The layup time, good.
There we go.
23-15. Maybe that'll get Lincoln to be fired up here. Lincoln has gotten some turnovers against Bloomington, but hasn't been able to capitalize. Barger gets in the middle of the zone defense. Inside Phillips. Phillips ran into Whiteman. Whiteman's going to get called with the foul.
I'm not sure what she needed to do there because I thought she was pretty straight up. But
I don't know. I think the official's mask got in his eyes.
I know.
Again, don't want to be a homer, but if you watch it on video, Piper Whiteman is standing there, arms straight up in the air. Micaiah Phillips ran into her, bounced off of her. And I guess because Piper didn't fall down, she
maybe
didn't get the call.
that's it. I guess they say ball don't lie, right?
Micaiah Phillips misses the first of 2 free throws. Again, if you just joined us, Chloe Froby went down with an apparent hamstring injury toward the end of the first quarter. She got fouled on a drive. Phillips misses the second one. Boy, we want to keep an eye on her if we've got to foul somebody late in the game, and she's in there.
Yeah, that's...
Corner Heitzig, 3 on the way, no good. Whiteman, the rebound, nice tap to Stolzenberg, up, no good. Whiteman in there again, wraps it around, no good. Werner, the rebound, up and no good. She may have gotten fouled, and ball knocked out of bounds by Phillips, and it's going to stay Lincoln.
Oh, no. We don't know what the calls are going to be up here.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Well, that call went to Bloomington. Ortiz in the backcourt. Ortiz, Data Kean. And the ball stolen away by Bowman. Jenna Bowman ahead quickly to Heitzig. 5-footer up, no good. Rebound, Bowman fights for it. Could have been a foul there.
Good job, Jenna Bowman.
She just pushed Barger out of the way. No call. And we got a bucket there, 23-17.
She's like, give me that ball.
Hey,
Here we go.
I'll be fair. We got away with one there, but Bowman didn't get away with that contact.
Hey, I like the aggressiveness she's given right now. She's playing tough. That's what we need. I think that's a bad call, too, because they both were going for the ball.
Jenna Bowman gets the foul. That is her second and the team's 5th. 1:32 to go here in the half. Katie Barger to Ortiz, goes in the corner and threw the ball away. Tried to throw it to Grissinger and threw the ball over her head. Yet another turnover for Bloomington. Coach, ordinarily, our girls, when we have caused this many turnovers and some unforced errors, we capitalize on them, but we just haven't been able to yet.
Yeah, and like we said, you know, when Chloe went down, it affects everybody, and they just got to get their groove back.
Heights, a good pass to Werner, 5-footer up, no good.
Good box out by Whiteman.
Yeah,
there.
Piper Whiteman with a great box out there, and the official was forced to call the push from behind on Katie Barger. That is the first on Katie Barger and the fourth on the Purple Raiders. Stolzenberg out front, Whiteman. Piper Whiteman looks. Jazzy Robbins. Heitzig. Heitzig dribbles around Barger. Yeah, the kick to Whiteman. Didekian almost picked it off. Piper Whiteman out front. The lob pass to Stolzenberg, and now Jazzy Robbins drive down the lane, up, no good. Rebound, Sosi Didekian. Didekian in the backcourt. Robbins on her. Lincoln girls pick up the pressure just a little bit. Out front, Didekian, the long three, backboard and back of the iron.
Good job, Heitzig.
Heitzig the rebound. Ortiz all over her.
Yeah.
There's a lot of contact going on out here, folks. In the corner, Stolzenberg, but it's contact that's not being called both ways. Heitzig, the basketball down the lane, 8-footer up, too hard. Rebound, Werner, Imogen Werner up, 5-footer, got it.
There we go. Good job, Imogen.
20 seconds to go here in the first half. Lincoln has cut the deficit to 4 with their leading scorer in the locker room. Ortiz to Barger. Barger quickly ahead to Didekian. Didekian dribbled it off her leg. Phillips picked it up. In the corner, Grissinger. Grissinger against Werner. Tried to
Piper
throw.
get it.
And
There we
Lincoln
go.
gets the turnover. Can they get a shot off? No. And at the end of the half, it's Bloomington 23, Lincoln 19. Let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. Words from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the halftime show. Back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, Jay Harden along with Kerry Froby. Lincoln down 23-19 to a young Bloomington team that's showing a lot of heart here tonight, playing very well. Lincoln has had a lid on the basket much of the second quarter. Only scored, I think, 6 points there in the second quarter, Coach. And our leading scorer, Lincoln's leading scorer, Chloe Froby, and unfortunately your daughter goes down with an apparent hamstring injury. Know that she's gotten some treatment there and may try to go here in the second half.
Yeah, she may try. The report was they're going to give it, they put some compression there at the bottom. It was where that hamstring kind of connects to the back of the knee. She can't really bend it back, so they're going to put some compression on it, let her run a little bit, and if she can, I think this may be a week that we take a maybe give it some rest and hopefully be ready for Saturday.
Chloe Froby with 9 points here on senior night, the leading scorer for Lincoln. Sosi Data-Kean, the leading scorer for Bloomington, and she is a 5'6" freshman. She's knocked down, I think, a couple of threes. She's got 8. The Ortiz girls knocked down 1 3. Hiltz, their big center, really's only got a couple of buckets. She had 2 fouls. They got her some seat time there in the first half.
Yeah.
And sent in Micaiah Phillips to substitute for her. Katie Barger looks like she's the one, even though she's her second leading scorer. She looks like a really good point guard. I've noticed she runs her offense pretty well. We've gotten a lot of turnovers against this Bloomington team, but we haven't been able to capitalize much at all. And we got some good looks at the basket here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we got some great looks. I mean, you can't get any closer to them, those bunnies that we were getting to take. Just some days, you know, the offense doesn't fall, but you got to pick it up and keep your defense. And I think that's what's kept us in the game, because we have kept our defense up. We're just not capitalizing on the offense. So hopefully that changes this half.
Yeah, I don't know how many turnovers they have, but our defense, and they've had some unforced errors, but our defense is causing a lot of those turnovers. Even the unforced errors, you can see the Bloomington girls thinking about it, trying to make some ill-advised passes and throwing the ball over the heads of somebody across court. So if you're Taylor Rohrer here at halftime, what do you tell your team?
Well, we got to calm down first. All right, we've been down before. All right, this is no big deal. All right, 4 points. And take a couple deep breaths, run our offense. The shots will fall, but we got to keep the defensive pressure on them and not let them score. We can control that. We sometimes can't control the offense, but we can control our effort, and we can control our defense, and we can control, rebounds, not giving them second chances. Take everything that we can control, and we've got to do our best at that. And these games, we talk about overcoming adversity in different ways. Sometimes when you're down, sometimes, like an injury like we're seeing now, different things. And this all is what plays into making good teams great, is being able to play through this, through adversity.
I think we forget sometimes after watching them last year, and for those of you and your family and other families that have watched these girls come up through the grade schools out of WLB, we forget that this is still a young basketball team. And how many sophomores do we have on the team? We got 6 sophomores on the basketball team, and
2 freshmen.
Yeah, 6 sophomores and 2 freshmen. Imogen Werner's a junior. But we've got
three freshmen.
Three freshmen. We've got a young basketball team here, and this is just another learning experience really for them.
Yeah, definitely. And these girls have, we've watched them. We know the success that they have had, but they've had things thrown at them like this before. And part of maturing and going through this process is learning how to play through the adversity, learning to play for each other instead of with each other. I say that a lot of times too with your good teams and great teams. When one gets knocked down, the other one's got your back, and these girls will do that. And I think, like we said, it probably razzed them too to see Chloe go down. They didn't know what was going on. So as a coach at halftime, this is where you pull your team in together and you give them that motivational speech that we need all of you, and all of you are important, and we got to come together and
you don't want one individual feeling that they have to step up and shoulder all of the burden for Chloe's scoring when she went out. That needs to be distributed among all 5 of them on the floor at the time.
Exactly.
Well, this team had been ranked 4th at one time. They've gone to 6th now in the AP poll. That's the highest ranking in a long, long time for a girls basketball team. 16 wins already on the season. We don't want to say the season's not over, but that's the most wins for a girls team here since the 2017 and 18 season. Already in just a short time, these young girls have accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely making their mark, and we talk about that a lot of times. When you're a player, you want to leave a legacy, and what is your legacy going to be when you step on this floor and when you get to play here at Lincoln Community High School, which is a privilege, boys and girls. And how are you and what are you going to do to leave your legacy? And this team, these girls have already started changing that mentality about the girls program. And if you're looking here tonight, the crowd, I mean, that kind of proves to you people are believing in this team. They're exciting to watch, and they're changing the culture, and that's you're leaving your mark. You're doing something good.
Chloe Froby back out on the floor, watching her a little bit in warm-ups because she's a little tentative on that leg, and who can blame her?
I don't think she should go.
So we'll wait and see what the decision is. But, Coach, it doesn't get any easier because there are 2 tough road games this week. Got to go to Taylorville and play at Taylorville on the 27th, and on the 29th we play at Charleston, and then come back here for a home game against Mount Zion on February 1st. Not going to be a lot of time for her to get healed up before the next games.
My personal opinion, I think the girls can win this one tonight. They don't need her tonight. She needs to go sit down and let her teammates and they can do that. They'll do that for her. And yep, she's done.
Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. The boys here against Normal West. You heard Coach Al talk in the Rock Island post game. That will be an important game for regional seeding for the boys as well. Play tomorrow night against Normal West, and that could be victory number 899 for Coach Al. Then we have the boys at Mattoon on Friday night. We have the boys Saturday night over at Decatur Eisenhower. The boys play a makeup game on Monday down at Effingham. Our next girls broadcast is February the 1st right here at Roy S. Anderson, where we'll take on the Lady Braves from Mount Zion. Just about ready to go here with the second half. Lincoln on the floor, and we see Chloe Froby appears to be done for the evening. I think you're right. I think these girls can win this basketball game. It's going to be different for them, but I think they can win this basketball game.
Yeah, they're getting good looks. They're going to fall, and their defense, they're going to let their defense lead their offense. So, no doubt. And this is a good thing.
Lincoln down 4 in the student section, trying to get them going again. Out front, Ortiz. Ortiz inside to Barger. Barger goes downside Hiltz. Hiltz layup time, blew the bunny. Got the second shot up and good. 25-19, the Bloomington lead. Heitzig inbounds to Bowman, back to Heitzig, and Becca Heitzig will run the offense out front. Lincoln sets up in about a 1-3-1 offense against a 2-3 zone. Hey, and Jazzy Robbins took the 3, didn't get it. Another rebound for Heitzig after she missed the layup, misses another one, and here comes Hilt. Hilt on the run. Out front to Grissinger. Grissinger to Ortiz. Ortiz, Data-Kean. Grissinger, Data-Kean. Data-Kean thought about loading up to Ortiz. Ortiz, Data-Kean. Data-Kean, Grissinger. And Bloomington works it around the perimeter. They may be looking inside for Hilt at this point. Out front, Grissinger, Data-Kean. Data-Kean, Ortiz. Ortiz, Data-Kean. Right now, the Bloomington girls not looking to put the ball up from the outside like they had before. Inside Barger. Barger free throw line. Ortiz, long 3. She'll take it on the whip out. Up, no good. Rebound, ball on the floor.
Girls.
Ball on the floor, and Grissinger picks it up. Back out front, Data-Kean. Barger. Grissinger will take the 3. Up and no good. Air ball, rebound, Heitzig. Heitzig quickly up the floor. Heitzig had McEwen inside, didn't see her, gets it out to Robbins. Robbins in the corner, Ryan Stolzenberg. 3 on the way, no good. Back the, and it dropped in. It dropped in. Back of the iron, went straight up and right down. We'll take him any way you can get him. Ryan Stolzenberg to 3, cuts the lead to 3. Quickly ahead, Bloomington on the baseline. Grissinger.
We're picking up our pressure just a little bit more, making their guards, making it harder for their guards to hit inside.
Barger to Ortiz, and Ortiz hits the shot. Ortiz with the three-pointer gets that 3 back. It's 28-22, the Bloomington lead. Inside McEwen. McEwen out front, Robbins. Stolzenberg.
No.
Oh, and Barger stepped in the passing lane, took it away. Here she comes. Layup time coming up. Got it. 30-22, the Bloomington lead. Heitzig across the timeline in a hurry. Inside McEwen. McEwen goes down the lane against Hiltz. Kick it out to Bowman. Bowman, 15-footer up good.
Nice spot-up shot by Jenna Bowman. She's got a great, if she can get set, get her feet set, her shot is she's got a fantastic shot from that.
Hilt to Ortiz. Long one by Data-Kean. Long one in. Heitzig pulls down the rebound. Not sure that's a shot Bloomington wanted at that point in time. Ahead to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg in the corner. Jazzy Robbins a three. Air ball, didn't get it. Ball on the floor. Battle for the ball. Bodies all over the floor. It'll be 1st and 10 down near the goal line. And a timeout taken by Lincoln. Maybe we had possession of the basketball. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Or, I think it must have been. We must have called a timeout.
Yeah,
so
we were blocked off, folks. Marty probably got it on camera, but we were boxed off and couldn't see who had the basketball. Looks like Taylor Rohr got a timeout. Let's talk to you about some of our fine sponsors. Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66 to Hampton Inn and Lincoln. Coach, you know this. You have relatives come visit you over the holidays. Hey, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We'll send you out to the Hampton Inn, the Comfort Inn. They'll take care of you. Trust me, they will take great care
and feed you well
of your relatives and feed you well. And hey, if you want, you can have your relatives stay at your house and you can go out there and stay. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence, Schneider Masonry in Lincoln for all your masonry needs. Hey, you want to get that brick patio or a barbecue built here in the spring? Call Schneider Masonry in Lincoln. Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling realty office. Lincoln inbound underneath their basket. Stolzenberg out front, Becca Heitzig. Becca, a little push off on Barger there, got away with it. Stolzenberg out front, Bowman, and Bowman got fouled.
I think if we continue to do that and meet our passes, we're quicker than them. We just got to make sure that we're doing that, and that will happen a little bit more. Get some of them in foul trouble.
Don't want to be too critical, Coach, but that was kind of a lazy pass out there.
We've had some of those here where we're trying to do.
Heitzig knocked to the floor by Barger. No call. Got it to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg back out front. Becca Heitzig. Bowman going to drive in, running one-hander.
Got
it to go.
Good job, Jenna Bowman.
Rattled around and in. Jenna Bowman gets it to go. Cuts the lead to 4. 30-26. 4:34 to go here in the third quarter. Ortiz, the long throw across to Grissinger. Grissinger, the three up, no good. And a great box out by Piper Whiteman.
Yes.
She boxed out Hiltz and took her almost to the free throw line on the box out. Heitzig down the lane, gets it to Bowman. Bowman, cross court, Ryan Stolzenberg. In the corner, Whiteman. Stolzenberg. Bowman. Bowman, Heitzig. Stolzenberg going to launch the three, up and around and out, no good. Rebound, Jenna Bowman skied for the rebound. In the corner, Piper Whiteman. Out front, Ryan Stolzenberg. Heitzig goes inside McEwen. McEwen going to take it down the lane. Good pump fake, up and got it.
There we go.
Reese McEwen gets her first deuce of the evening on the inside. I guess this basket down here doesn't have quite the lid on it, Coach. 30-28, the Bloomington lead. And now the student section comes to life here at Lincoln High School.
There we go.
And a steal by Whiteman. Piper Whiteman brings it up the floor. Didn't have numbers. Kicks it to Heitzig. Heitzig throws up the running one-hander.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't get it, and I don't think that was the shot that Coach wanted at that point in time.
Not sure. I think Becca maybe jumped, and then she was too committed to what was going on, but probably not the shot we wanted in transition.
Piper Whiteman, the freshman, making her presence felt here tonight, getting some quality minutes for Coach Taylor Rohr. Inside Barger at the free throw line, threw the ball to Hiltz, knocked away. Hiltz chases it down. Out front, Ortiz to Grissinger. Ortiz. The pass to Data Kean. Ortiz. Again, Bloomington girls working around the perimeter. Ortiz, Grissinger. Ortiz.
They're being
Barger
patient,
right at the free throw line. They're looking for something else here.
They were looking for inside, and Piper Whiteman's doing a great job defending Marissa Hill.
Ortiz, a 25-footer from out front, barely touched the rim, and Piper Whiteman pulls it out of there. Whiteman to Heitzig. Heitzig stops at the free throw line. 15-footer, got it home. That's a great shot by Becca Heitzig, that mid-range jumper.
That's her shot.
She's got 6, and it's tied at 30, and the student section comes to life again. McEwen nearly had the steal on Hill out front. Barger in the corner. Grissinger, Barger. They're looking inside for Hilt. They got it to her at the free throw line. She kicks it back out. Ortiz, the long three up and no good. Air ball. Rebound, Jenna Bowman.
We need to go because I think we keep going at them.
Heitzig looks like he might get fouled from behind, tried to get it to McEwen, and McEwen lost it out of bounds.
We need to keep going right now. We're getting them tired. Those long shots are harder to make when you've got those tired legs. So we're doing a good job defending the inside game and making them and forcing them to shoot those low percentage shots. So
game tied at 30, 2:03 to go. We'll be back after this 30-second message from our sponsors. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3. Lincoln girls have mounted a comeback and tied the game at 30 with just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lincoln ramps up the pressure here on Bloomington. Ball knocked away from Dana Kean. Ball on the floor. And Piper Whiteman picks it up, and a timeout called by Lincoln. 30-second timeout. I'm not sure Taylor called the timeout. She looked kind of surprised that the official pointed her bench. Maybe Donnie did it.
When these mashed, you can't tell. So, or Piper may have just called.
Game tied at 30. Lincoln causes the turnover in the backcourt. Yet another turnover on the Bloomington team. Let's not belabor the point, but this is a pretty good Bloomington basketball team. I'm surprised they're 8-10.
Yeah, they're decent. They've got some inside presence, and they've knocked down some three-point shots. So, but I really think right now, I think they're getting tired. I think he went to a different lineup. He saw that his lineup was kind of getting tired there, so he did bring in some fresh legs. So we'll see how we can respond to this.
Micaiah Phillips into the game for Bloomington. Bloomington stays in that 2-3 zone. Piper Whiteman goes inside McEwen. You got to kick it back out. Whiteman three, top of the key, up, no good. Ball to Heitzig. She grabbed a rebound, throws it up, no good. It rolled around and out. Battle underneath, and a jump ball as Jenna Bowman takes on Marissa Hilt, the big center, and the alternating possession will go to Lincoln.
Oh, yeah, because last time we called the timeout.
We called the timeout before the jump ball was called.
Yep.
So Lincoln inbounds underneath their own basket. And the cutter was McEwen to Werner. Out front, Heitzig to Bowman. Whiteman inside McEwen in the trees, kicks it out to Heitzig. 15-footer up and no good. Back to the iron. Ball on the floor, knocked out of bounds. Should be Lincoln basketball. Let's see what the call is. Oh, no. I don't know about that. Don't know about that one. Looked like Bloomington touched it last. They had two girls going for it.
I think we need to say opposite of what we need to say, Lincoln, or Bloomington, and then it's Lincoln basketball maybe, because we haven't guessed right all night.
Hilt in the corner, Grissinger out front, Barger to Data Kean, Barger, Grissinger, they're looking inside. There's Phillips inside, got a double post.
Go.
And knocked the ball away from Phillips. Piper Whiteman picks it up, stop, 15-footer, good. Piper Whiteman, the freshman, no hesitation, stopped at the elbow, knocked it down. 32-30 the Lincoln lead, just under a minute to go. Hilt coming the other way, kicks it out, Grissinger back inside Hilt, layup time, that was good inside out movement by Bloomington. They get the bucket and tie the game at 32. 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Will we hold for one? As Becca Heitzig looks to slow it down just a little bit, kicks it Whiteman, no hesitation on the three, almost got it, ball batted out of bounds. That might have been, McEwen saved it in bounds, what a great save. Werner, inside, kicks it out, Bowman, 15-footer, got it. Jenna Bowman knocks it down. 34-32, the Lincoln lead, and the Lincoln crowd comes to life. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Get that steal by
Whiteman steals, great bounce pass, and knocked out of bounds by Hilt.
Good read by Piper. That was the right place to put the ball. We just didn't get there in time, but
13 and a half seconds to go here in the third quarter, folks. Lincoln has cut the deficit, taking the lead into Werner. Werner up, 5-footer, got it.
Yes, good job, Imogen Werner.
Imogen Werner, instead of going back up with that, brought it right back down, got herself set, and muscled up the 5-footer. 36-32, Bloomington at the gun, three-pointer off the backboard, and at the end of three, it's Lincoln 36, Bloomington 32. We're going to send it back to the station for 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Lincoln ahead 36-32. Bloomington started out with a basketball in the fourth quarter, missed a three-pointer. Bowman, 15-footer left wing, it's good.
Yeah!
And she knew that was going in the minute she shot it. I saw her. She shot that and headed down the floor. And ball knocked away. Piper Whiteman almost has it. They're pressuring Barger in the backcourt. Nearly throws the ball away. Timeout, Bloomington. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here, folks. Timeout, Bloomington.
Wow.
38-32.
Our student section is, I think, driving this right now.
Student section has put some energy into the Lincoln girls as they've kind of worn the Bloomington girls down just a little bit. Bloomington down 38-32 with 7:26 to go here in a basketball game. Jenna Bowman now the leading scorer for Lincoln with 10. And the scoring spread out, Coach, on both teams, really.
Very equal scoring throughout both teams. And, 8, 6, 6. So good balance for both squads. And like I said, I think our defense is finally catching up with our offense and creating some really good turnovers, and we're actually capitalizing on some of those turnovers that we're creating. So Bloomington seemed to get a little tired. We kind of saw that in the third quarter. Those outside shots aren't falling as well. They looked to get it into 12. Piper Whiteman was doing a really good job there on Marissa Hilt and kind of stopping that game and forcing them to take some of those outside shots. So
Hilton Data Kean for Bloomington with 8 apiece. With 6 apiece as Marley Davis has got 6, and number 4 Grissinger has got 6 apiece for them. Jenna Bowman, the leading scorer for Lincoln with 10. Chloe Froby, who's out with a hamstring injury, has 9. And Becca Heitzig has 6. Ball thrown away, and Bowman will step in there and take it. 7:13 to go here in the basketball game. Heitzig out front, kicks it to Whiteman. Whiteman didn't load up the 3 that time.
Oh, meet it.
Out front, Heitzig, and Heitzig got it. Heitzig ball on the floor as Hilt knocked the ball away.
She stayed with
Heitzig
it.
scrambles for it. Great play. Werner, and they're going to get more Imogen for the travel. They're going to get Imogen for the travel. She was sliding the knees a little bit on the floor.
I think Coach was calling for a timeout, though.
But Coach didn't get it in time, unfortunately. Great hustle by the Lincoln girls. But unfortunately, the turnover goes to Bloomington. Out front, Data Kean. Data Kean to Grissinger. Out front, Data Kean. Got to watch their shooters. Inside Barger. There's Ortiz up again. 3. Got it.
Get out.
Ortiz nails yet another 3 and give her 9.
We've got to close out on her a little bit closer. We're kind of hanging off. They're picking up their pressure here.
Out front, Bowman. Out front, Heitzig. Whiteman. Whiteman spots up the 3. Got it! Piper Whiteman nails the 3.
Oh, get that, Jenna.
Ball in the backcourt, not batted around, and ball still batted around. Ball on the floor, diving for the floor is Bowman. Bowman to Heitzig. Heitzig, good pass, McEwen. Layup time. Got it! Reese McEwen, the layup. And it looks like Data Kean for Bloomington might have some type of ankle injury. She's limping over there in front of the Lincoln bench. Bloomington quickly up the floor. Rissinger down the lane, 5-footer, no good. Foul, I think it's going to be on Reese McEwen. And folks, I got to apologize. I think I've been calling number 23, Alondra Ortiz. That's actually Marley Davis, number 23.
Oh, yeah, it is Marley, yep.
Foul is on Reese McEwen. So Marley Davis now with 9. Up and that ball just stuck on the back of the iron and went home, folks. First one up and good by Grissinger. Grissinger will take the second one. Up and no good. That ball didn't stick on the back of the iron. McEwen, Bowman quickly ahead to Heitzig. Heitzig, Lincoln up 43-36, up 7 with 5:41 to go. Now you think you'd like to look for a good shot. There it is.
That's a great one.
Layup time.
And then travel.
Imogen Werner, she's going to get called for the travel. Nice thought, nice pass by Reese McEwen. Imogen, unfortunately, just shuffled the feet a little bit. Lincoln stepping up their pressure just a little bit. Again, we've caused and there's the turnover. You can see it coming. Data Kean cut, and the pass from Barger was behind her and went into the scorer's table. Getting tweets from Kirk Whiteman. Thank you, Kirk.
Because at the end of the day,
yes, his signature. We need to patent that phrase for him. Or copyrighted, I guess. Bowman out front. Bowman and Heitzig going to look like they're going to try and pull the Bloomington defense out just a little bit, maybe look for some layups here. Whiteman in the lane, kicks it out to Tori Garrett's in the basketball game for Lincoln. Bowman drives down the lane, out to Garrett's. Garrett's, a little bit of a drive on baseline, goes out front. Heitzig, got to be careful with the passes here. Out front, Bowman. Lincoln running just a little bit of clock. Ball knocked out of bounds by Barger. Coach, a little bit early maybe to put the ball in the freezer. You may want to run some time and get some layups.
Yeah.
But Bloomington, at what point do you start fouling here? Because you got fouls to give. You don't want to let the clock run down to the point where you're
right. I think Lincoln's just going to run a little bit of motion, run some ball screens, work the clock, and get maybe I'd go layups or free throws from here on
Bloomington
out.
has moved Hilt out to the front and put Katie Barger inside. Might be a good time to look for Reese McEwen inside and see if you get the ball into her.
Yep, look for some mismatches.
Whiteman. Piper Whiteman out front.
Doing a nice job ball control as Bloomington just sits back in their 2-3. Oh, I mean, they're kind of matching up a little bit.
Bloomington's come back.
Yeah, now they came back out. Yep.
Bowman out front. Lincoln again running some clock here. 4:25 to go in the basketball game. Bowman, the pick from Heitzig. You're looking for the pick and roll and the cutter there. Heitzig out in the corner. And here comes Hilt to grab her. Here goes Heitzig down the lane. Kick out Whiteman. Whiteman had McEwen inside, didn't see her. And now Whiteman will pull the basketball between the circles. Piper Whiteman showing a lot of poise for a freshman here.
Definitely has come in and been a good spark, hit some shots when we needed some shots, got some steals. And like I said, played some great defense on their inside player when they were kind of tired and were looking to go inside. So
all right, vote for a shot clock now.
I told
you. All right, out front Heitzig to Bowman, and Bowman looked like she got fouled by Barger.
They tried.
There. Out front Whiteman goes down the lane, faked a 15-footer. Heitzig to Bowman, and Lincoln's run about 2 minutes off the clock right now.
They've done a nice job running this motion offense where it's just a pass and screen the ball.
Heitzig. Becca Heitzig out front against Hiltz. Count is on. She needs to get rid of the basketball. Goes in the corner, Whiteman. Whiteman, the basketball against Barger, left-handed dribble.
Out.
Piper Whiteman out in front of the Lincoln bench goes to Tori Garrett's. Garrett's going to go down the lane. The kick to McEwen, ball knocked away by Hiltz. Hiltz with those long arms was able to take that ball right away out of the passing lane. Marissa Hilt, their leading scorer, thought about loading the three up, goes in the corner, Grissinger.
Good job.
Partially blocked by Garrett's, I think. That ball was way short. 2:56 to go in a basketball game. Lincoln girls up 43-36. If you just joined us, Chloe Froby went out with a hamstring injury in the first quarter, is out for the rest of this basketball game. In the corner, Garrett's, and Chloe went out with 9 points. Jenna Bowman, the leading scorer for Lincoln. Good pass to Garrett's. Garrett's went
job,
for the layup.
TG.
Free throws and layups time.
Yep.
And Garrett's went for the layup on the nice pass, the nice cut. Got fouled. 2:38 to go in the basketball game. Tori Garrett's, 5'7" sophomore, will go to the free throw line.
Now, Tori's one of those that she plays in the post area, but she can handle the ball too. So it's nice to get her into that motion offense that we are running because she can actually handle that pressure.
Full time out here. We're going to keep it right here. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66 and Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Both hotels providing you amenities and everything you'll need. Some of our fine sponsors, along with the Lincoln Dare program. Schneider Masonry in Lincoln. Me Realty, Lincoln's #1 selling office. Again, WLCN with a full slate of basketball this week and going into next week. We have the boys Normal West tomorrow night, which could be victory number 899 for Coach Al, and we get past that one, then we're looking at Friday night at Mattoon for victory number 900. We also go to Eisenhower on the road Saturday, and 3 road games in a row for Lincoln.
Yeah.
Mattoon, Eisenhower, and then a makeup game against Effingham on Monday, January 31st, where we'll need to fire up the old WLCN helicopter to make the trip down there to God's country, Effingham, down to Effingham County, the Flaming Hearts. The girls are back home here on February 1st, but the girls have 2 tough road games, Taylorville and Charleston, coming up this week. Taylorville, that's Thursday night, isn't it?
Thursday night is Taylorville, yep. Now, Taylorville's close to where we were located in Morrisonville, so there was a slew of Morrisonville people that were going to come and watch the games. So hoping they can get out there and then eat at Angelo's. It's all about the food, too. So
Tori Garrett's knocks down a pressure free throw late in a fairly close basketball game. And the 5'7" sophomore knocks it down, 44-36.
Something you may not know about Tori is she actually was the Elks free throw shoot, like if I say that now and I'm going to jinx her, but free throw champion going through junior high, or through her junior high years.
So the Elks can take credit for those two free throws. 45-36 the Lincoln lead. 2:36 to go, and Lincoln, and Heitzig stole the ball from Davis in the backcourt, went up with a shot, got fouled.
I was going to say, it definitely Elks, not her junior high coach.
Marley Davis gets the foul, her second. Becca Heitzig going to go to the free throw line with a deuce. 3 fouls on Bloomington. First one up, no good. Back of the iron.
If I didn't have this headset on, I'd yell at Becca to hold her follow through. But we always say elbow above your eyebrow. Hers was out front, so we got to get it up a little bit more. See if she adjusts a little bit here. And did you see that? She did.
Becca, the second one, she must have heard you. Second one up and good. 46-36, the rail splitter lead. Ball still in the backcourt. A lot of Lincoln pressure there, causing Bloomington to use up time and perhaps commit a turnover. There was almost one. Davis out front. Data Kean.
We got to get out on
Marley
her.
Davis, well, she can shoot.
Oh,
got
my
it.
gosh, girls.
Marley Davis got a little bit of an unorthodox shooting style, but she knocks him down.
Is that her fourth, or what do you think?
I think that's her fourth three. She's got 12. I think it's all on three-pointers.
Yeah, I do too. So I think that's her fourth.
Marley Davis has 12. Bloomington scoring spread out 12 for Marley Davis, 8 for Sosi Data Kean, their fine freshman, and 8 for Marissa Hilt, their big center. For Lincoln, Becca Heitzig has 7. Piper Whiteman, who's played a great basketball game being in there, has got 5.
Yeah.
Jenna Bowman with 10, Chloe Froby with 9, Reese McEwen with 4. I think Imogen Werner has 4 as well. And 2 for Taryn Stolzenberg.
Yeah, I have actually Imogen for 6. So, but, you know.
Hey, I'm trying to do this in my head, and there's a lot of other stuff up there, too.
And I missed a few when I went on mom duty for a little bit, so I missed a little bit of the scoring. But I had Imogen scoring in the second quarter, and then she had 4 in the third. So here we go. The student section is pumped.
Lincoln up 46-39. Now Bloomington going to apply full court pressure. Coach, I think if Bloomington doesn't get a steal on the inbounds play, they got to start fouling.
I think you're right.
Bloomington going to set up.
And then who are you going to send to the line, though? Because, you know, as the coach, you're thinking that. Because, I mean, Taryn Stolzenberg's knocked down her free throws.
Jenna's the basketball, and Bloomington looked like they're trying to foul there, but couldn't.
We got it out. We got some more time ran off then.
Whiteman, the ball knocked out of bounds by Barger. Well, I think if you're going to foul somebody, I'd foul Piper Whiteman, not because she can't shoot free throws, because she's a freshman.
She's a freshman.
On the floor.
Yep. I just always like to think, like, as a coach, like, what, you know, who we fouling, what are we doing? So a step ahead of what they're going to be guessing to do. So they haven't started fouling yet.
Nope.
So
Bowman goes in the corner. Taryn Stolzenberg out front. Bowman. And Whiteman wide open underneath the basket.
She's giving the
Whiteman.
clap.
Whiteman, is she going to pass it to McEwen? No, kicks it back out.
She's
Bowman.
Smart
that is a
by
smart play by Piper Whiteman, folks. You youngsters watching, she didn't take the unnecessary shot. She kicked it back out front. Bloomington is not even close to the bonus. They'd have to foul a bunch here with 1:40 to go. Heitzig, Bowman, Taryn Stolzenberg. Ball stolen by Hilt, and Heitzig with a great foul. We've got fouls to give. Didn't let her get the shot to the shot. So
yeah, she tried to foul her right after half court, and they didn't call it, so she tried again. So they got the second one.
Micaiah Phillips into the game for Bloomington. Marley Davis will inbounds the basketball for the Purple Raiders. Again, Bloomington 8-10. Lincoln coming in the game 16-6, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Davis kicks it out to...
Oh, almost had that steal.
Data Kean to Phillips. Out front, Davis. Data Kean. Phillips got a wire. Davis, the long three. Almost had her fifth three. Inside, Phillips, the rebound. Up, no good. Hiltz got the rebound as McEwen was trying to box her out. 1:15 to go. Lead 46-41 for Lincoln. 10 for...
So those of you that are watching at home and want to say could be over the back call, but years ago, what was it, about 9 or 10 years ago, they got rid of that over the back call, and we have got to box out, and they've got to displace us for that call to be made, and we just gave light box out, so nowhere near being able to be displaced. So
my officiating friends, which are few and far between, have told me that there's no such thing as over the back.
Right.
It's a pushing foul if you get called for doing that.
Yep. So, and the only way they'll call that now is, like I said, if you get displaced. And so to get displaced, you've got to be making extreme contact underneath there. And
that's why the fundamental aspect of this game in boxing people out, getting a body on them, when a ball goes up for the rebound, boxing people out is extremely important. Getting a body on somebody.
Oh, no.
The home run pass went short and ball on the floor in the backcourt. And I think Whiteman's going to get called for the foul against Micaiah Phillips. Micaiah Phillips, number 20. And 1:11 to go here in the basketball game. Well, folks, it's getting interesting. 46-41, second foul on Piper Whiteman, just a third on Lincoln.
I'm not sure we needed to go for that baseball pass. We just needed to get the ball in. Grissinger. They were going to foul us.
Data Kean, there's Davis.
And a moving screen.
And a moving screen on Micaiah Phillips. An illegal screen on Micaiah Phillips. She's going to get nailed for the foul. That's a crucial turnover for Bloomington.
And they couldn't not call that one. She just was running all over.
But let's see if we can get the ball in bounds here. Into Taryn Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg need to get it across the half-court line. There goes Taryn across the half-court line. No. Taryn, Heitzig, ball stripped away from her, and a jump ball here at center court. Lincoln has the possession. .4 seconds to go. Lincoln just up 5. Bowman inbounds the basketball. Gets it to Heitzig. Good pass inbounds. And now Becca Heitzig will work against Hilt. Hilt gets it to Bowman.
They're trying to foul, and they are not calling it.
Heitzig worked on Grissinger. Kev Varney gave us the pronunciations. I probably pronounced it half a dozen ways. Thanks, Kev, for everything that you did.
Yeah, this was great.
Yes, it was. Grissinger.
I know I butcher those names.
Bowman inbounds to Stolzenberg, and Stolzenberg fouled by Hilt.
That was their last one to give. So the next foul, the Lady Railers will be at the free throw line. So
3 fouls on Hilt, 42.3 seconds to go.
We got to work to get open.
Looking to inbounds it. There's Whiteman with the basketball. Kicks it back out front, Bowman. Bowman to Heitzig. Hilt's trying to foul her. Back out front, quick. Bowman to Heitzig. Yep. Don't wait for the defense to come at you, girls. Heitzig, the basketball knocked away. And here comes Davis on the run. Grissinger lost the basketball. Should have been maybe a double dribble. Ball up, no good. Rebound. And Bowman got knocked out of bounds by Marley Davis. Well, I guess we're going to foul. That's the way to do it.
Hey, there was a double dribble, and then I'm not sure what we're meeting at.
Now the officials are conferring, and I'm not sure why.
If they're calling because they called the timeout, is it before the foul or?
There was timeout taken by Lincoln.
I think the timeout was taken before the foul was committed. So I think that's what they went to converse because they didn't go to the table to report a foul. So
I don't know. They're showing Hilt with 3 fouls up on the board, but that may have been the last foul, and then they haven't made it 7 fouls yet because we were at 6.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. The timeout may have been taken before the foul.
So I think the half-court official signaled for the timeout as he was calling the foul. So they must have said this might be a little early to start singing this for the the student section.
The student section has been unbelievable here on Whiteout Night tonight. The atmosphere's been incredible. The band's in the house. Band's still in the house. Band's done a wonderful job tonight. Well, I tell you what, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, everybody who's watching at home. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Hope you've enjoyed this game. This has been a barn burner of a basketball game. Lincoln was down 10 points at one time, has cut the lead, got the tie, and got ahead. Now at 46-41. Coach, we got to get the ball in bounds here.
We do. So we gotta come up our screens. We gotta set our screens on a body, come off our screens hard, and post up here like we gotta call for it. There we go.
Count is on. Got it to Whiteman. Whiteman's going to foul by Marley Davis.
Yep. So if you notice what Piper did, she put her body in. They went over the top to her. Piper did a good job to get the ball in bounds. So
it was a good pass too to throw it over the defender.
Yep.
Get it up in the air. Make sure the defender does not get it. Piper Whiteman going to go to the free throw line. Foul was on Marley Davis. That is her 3rd and the team's 7th. So we are in the bonus. Bloomington is not. Whiteman up and no good. Rebound, Bowman muscled Phillips and
Look
got it
at
in
that.
the corner. Out front,
Shoulda Bowman.
Stolzenberg need to get rid of the basketball.
We got to get rid of it.
Heitzig is going to get fouled by Hilt. Marissa
Good
Hilt
job.
going to commit the foul. That is her 4th, team's 8th.
Foul on number 12, Marissa Hill, her 4th. Team foul. Becca Heitzig shooting 1-1.
Becca Heitzig goes to the free throw line. A sophomore cross-country runner. Missed it. Back of the iron.
Let's
Ball
see.
batted
Oh.
around. Ball batted around. Tori Garris fighting for it. Jump ball call. It's Bloomington basketball with 6 seconds to go and a 5-point Lincoln lead.
Hey, but that being aggressive like that knocked about 3 or 4 seconds off, just keeping the ball live. She was going after it, wasn't giving up on it. So
any merit to fouling them right now? I mean,
yeah, I think so, but not now. But
all right, and the clock will run out. And on senior night, the girls come through and win this ball game 46-41. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the post-game show. Well, Tina Lowry, ace reporter for Lincoln Daily News, will have a great write-up on tonight's basketball game tomorrow in the Lincoln Daily News, I'm sure, as a very happy crowd files out of Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, where the Lincoln Lady Railers ended a 3-game losing streak, get win number 17 on the year, defeat the Bloomington Purple Raiders by a score of 46-41. I'll tell you what, Coach, that was, we talk about gut checks, but that was a great game by the girls. Your leading scorer goes out, and everybody picked up the slack from there on.
They did, and we talked about that early, like that first quarter. You knew they were a little razzed by that, which is expected, and the offense wasn't falling. We talked about they got some really good shots, but that all comes with that energy level changing. They're worried about their teammate. All those things happen, and we just talked about it. They could keep the pressure because the defense they can control. They can control their rebounding. They can control all those things, and their offense will come. And I knew these girls. This is a team, like I said, that overcomes adversity and actually they play for each other, not just with each other always, and they have each other's back, and they wanted to get this one. They wanted to get back to the winning, on that winning side, get a W. We've had a couple of those losses, close losses, the last few games, and these girls don't like to lose.
Chloe Froby went down toward the end of the first quarter on a shot where she was fouled, has a hamstring injury, the extent of which I'm sure mom and dad will discover later on if they take her to the doctor. But it's a hamstring injury. That's what has been diagnosed by the trainer. She was unable to come back. Taryn Stolzenberg knocked down the free throws in her absence. And at some point during the second quarter, we had a 10-point deficit. Yeah. But the girls just kept chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, getting buckets here, buckets there. The lid finally came off the basket in the third quarter. And we were able to get, almost a 10-point lead on Bloomington at one time here late in the basketball game.
I think with about 6 minutes left, we were up by 10, and then we started kind of holding the ball a little bit, going for just that free throw layup game. And so they did a good job executing their plan, their game plan down the stretch, taking care of the ball, taking good shots. And what we saw, out of Bloomington in the third quarter, they actually started – Their long shots started getting short. They were getting tired because we had kept so much pressure on them. And their coach did a good job subbing out some of those girls we saw getting tired. Lincoln, on the other hand, capitalized on that and took some high percentage shots and took the lead.
Let's go ahead and give you the scoring of what we have anyway. Katie Barger for Bloomington had 2. Matt Grissinger for Bloomington had 7. Marissa Hilt, their center and leading scorer, had 10. Micaiah Phillips, had 2. Sosie Data-Kean had 8, their fine freshman, and Marley Davis with 4 threes was their leading scorer with 12. On the victorious Lincoln Lady Railers, Taryn Stolzenberg had only 2 points, but they were 2 big free throws. In Chloe Froby's absence, came off the bench cold, knocked down 2 free throws. Jazzy Robbins, the senior, did not score. Becca Heitzig, the sophomore, did a great job of running the offense in Chloe's absence, had 7. Chloe Froby herself had 9 in the first quarter before going down. Jenna Bowman, 5'4" sophomore, stepped in that mid-range jumper, had 10 points. Piper Whiteman, a whale of a basketball game as a freshman. A lot of poise showed by Piper Whiteman, 5 points. Reese McEwen, the 5'8" senior, had 4 points. Ryan Stolzenberg, the 5'6" senior, had 3 points. Tori Garretts, the 5'7" sophomore, had 2 big free throws for 2. And Imogen Werner, 6'2" junior, had 4 points. Let's go ahead and send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout and a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with more of the post-game show. Gymnasium where the crowd, some of them still milling around here on the court as we wait for Coach Taylor Rohrer to come up. Victory, I think it's victory, let me look. That's victory number 134 for Coach Rohrer in her, I believe, 10th season here as coach of the Lady Railers. Again, Lincoln knocks off Bloomington by a score of 46-41. In case you didn't hear earlier, Chloe Froby, Lincoln's 25-point-per-game score, went down. She was a subject of a news article I saw in the Lincoln Courier, today?
Yeah.
Today?
I think actually Bill Welt wrote it for the State Journal Register. Yeah, Bill did a fantastic job and nice article he had written, and interviewed Ryan Stolzenberg, and did a nice article on our team and Chloe. And
dozen scholarship offers so far?
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw in the headline, was a dozen scholarship offers, or more than a dozen, whatever it is.
Yeah, she has more than a dozen, but Division I, Division II, they're all, she's happy for all of them, and blessed to be able to have those. But more importantly, it was about the success of this team and the success of all our teammates, and what they've endured over their course of playing together since they were young, and just turning the program around again. When Kaylin came through, we had some years here where it was really successful, and man, did we have a great student section then. Same, kind of been 500 over the last couple of years, and so just bringing back some excitement to girls basketball. So
we're waiting on Coach Rohrer. How about give us a little bit of perspective, the listeners out there who may have made it to their car by now on the parking lot listening to us on the FM side, or the people who still have us up on the big screen at home.
We haven't turned us down, right?
Well, no. Give us a little bit of a parent's perspective. How does the recruiting process work from a parent perspective?
You know what? It differs with each kid, and like I said, each kid is looking for something different. But on the recruiting side, I'm a little blessed in the aspect that I'm Chloe's assistant coach for her AAU program, so coaches can go through me as well. If you don't know, they can't contact a younger player till their junior year, September of their junior year. So they do have to go through their coaches. So that kind of allows you to monitor it a little bit more, so it doesn't get out of control.
It can get out of hand.
Yes. So you have you can be moderating it a little bit better. Come September, they do not have to go through the AAU coach or a coach or a parent. So what I've noticed differently here is I've actually seen there's been college coaches coming to the high school games, which in the past you've heard a lot that it's they just attend the AAU tournaments and they the big time showcase tournaments, and that's where you see a lot of the coaches at. We've had quite a few coaches attending here our high school games. I don't know if that's because of COVID and they weren't able to get out as much during the last few years. But I like that, to bring that back to coming to the high school games. I know Indiana, and per se, they wanted to come to a high school game and a high school practice because they want to see her in a different setting than with an AAU program, and how they handle the practices, how they handle their high school teammates, that sort of thing. So it's fun, it's exciting, it's sometimes I will say it can be a little bit overwhelming for a 15, 16-year-old, but she's very, very blessed to have some great coaches and great teams that are interested in her. So
people may not realize that she could give a verbal commitment to a school at this point in time, but a verbal commitment really doesn't mean anything at this point in time. She can't sign a letter of intent until the fall of her senior year. Or can she sign as a junior?
I'm pretty sure she can sign November of her junior year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one. I think so. Because there's been a lot that lately have just committed to Purdue that are 2023s, and so I'm learning some of these too as we go along. But yeah, she can verbally commit at any time. If Anaya Peoples, if you guys follow women's basketball, Anaya Peoples was out of Danville Schlarman. She committed to Notre Dame the end of her freshman year, verbally committed. Couldn't sign with them till her junior year, but she was committed to them early. So,
Coach Rohrer making her way up here, a long way up to the broadcast area here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, a smile on her face. She always has a smile on her face, doesn't she?
We're happy to be here.
Yes. I'm sure there are times in the locker room she has not had a smile on her face. We'll let her get set. Get the headphones on. Can you hear me? All right, good. Congratulations on the... We've got some wires crossed here. Here. Congratulations on...
Just move the box toward you.
Congratulations on the victory. breaking that 3-game streak, but you didn't play Little Sisters of the Poor in that 3-game streak. You had 3 ranked opponents, and were in each ball game. But a nice win tonight. I know that some concern with Chloe going down in the first quarter, but boy, the girls did a tremendous job. Got down 10 in the second quarter, but we were watching. You got great looks at the basket in the second quarter. Shots just wouldn't go down.
Right. I mean, the girls were getting the looks. We just, I think a little bit of confidence. I think, they just need to believe in themselves. I think they were a little shell shocked. I mean, when a player like Chloe goes down, and one of the special things about this team is they're best friends. So not only is your teammate down, but your friend is down, your family's down, and I think that they were worried about her. And Chloe's not coming out here to save you. We got to step up. Like she's done for today. We got to step up, and they did, and that's when we started making our comeback. So, proud of these girls. They stepped up. They did really well. They played really well, and
your message must have gotten through at halftime because they came out and played. I don't want to say maybe a little calmer in the second half. It seemed like maybe during the second quarter they got good looks at the basket, but almost looked like they were strong on some, trying to muscle up some of the shots, and they just wouldn't go down. And then the third quarter, those shots started to go down. The lid got off of the basket. Piper Whiteman had a whale of a basketball game for you tonight.
Yeah, she's a really good shooter. She's seen so much basketball. She understands the game really well. She played, for a freshman to step up in a game like that was huge.
The poise she demonstrated and the smarts that she demonstrated at times, not forcing a lot of things, were pretty good tonight.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Yeah, she's a real nice player, and she did a really nice job, and they all did. They all really stepped up. Everybody that went on the floor, and we got a little bit better tonight.
The one thing I said is they learned to play through adversity, and whether come postseason it's going to be somebody gets in foul trouble, you have another injury go down, you have all these different situations that may happen come postseason, and they learn to stay poised, stay composed, and play through it. And that's what they did. We talked about overcoming adversity, and they really did that second half. And at halftime, what did we say? I said, tell them take a deep breath. She's there. This team plays for each other. They're not just a team that comes out and plays with each other. This team plays for each other. And that second quarter, they were worried about their teammate, and then they knew what they had to do. They had to go out and win the game for them. And that's what they were going to do. And no matter what it took, those girls were going to do that. And it shows how much they care for one another, how much they care about this program, how much they care about winning. They do not like losing, and they'll give you everything.
Becca Heitzig did a great job tonight of stepping up and taking over your point guard responsibilities and running your offense. She did a real nice job tonight. I thought that Taryn Stolzenberg stepped up big there when Chloe went down, shoved her out there and said, go make those free throws. And she did, nailed them both.
She did. She's a good shooter. She's confident from that line, and she did a really nice job.
Tori Garretts did a nice job, too, while she was in there, especially there toward the end of the basketball game, stepped up the free throw line, nailed a couple of free throws in a clutch situation.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about your 3 seniors graduating then, Jazzy Robbins, Reese McEwen, and Ryan Stolzenberg. And Tori Schilling, your student assistant, I've been calling him instead of student manager.
Oof, I don't know if I can talk without crying. This group of seniors, they're really special to me. And not only have I coached them for the 4 years, but I've also been their class sponsor for the last 4 years. So, I get to know them on the basketball floor, but then I also get to know them at float building and other, school activities. And I'll tell you what, to have a group of seniors who show up every day wanting to get a little bit better, smile on their face, happy, like they want to be there, they want to be a part of it. They're so coachable. They listen to what you say. They believe in our team and our program. They're really great leaders. They're funny. There's a couple of them make me laugh till I cry. It's just a really special group, and I'm gonna miss them. It was hard for me in the locker room. Yeah,
The season's not over yet.
I know, but just the thought of saying goodbye to those four, it just wrenches my heart a little bit.
Season's not over yet. You got a tough week coming up here. You got away games at Taylorville and Charleston, and then you got to come back home here on February the 1st, I think, against Mount Zion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we won't have Reese, we won't have Reese for sure against Taylorville. I'm guessing we might not have somebody else against Taylorville. You know what? It's an opportunity to get better. You never know what the season's going to hold, and everybody on the team has to be a player. You know, there's 5 kids on the floor, and 5 kids got to be players.
One thing about this team is you have a lot of interchangeable parts out there. You have a lot of girls that can play. You know, you have girls sometimes that can play the 1, the 2, or the 3, or the 4, or the 5. I mean, look at what Piper Whiteman did tonight. Stepped out there and stepped out and was playing facing the basket. He wasn't playing inside. Could have probably stepped up to the point guard if you had needed her to.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. She did a really nice job, and I'm sorry. It's been a night. You know what? Every single kid that I put on the floor tonight, they stepped up and they did their job. They took the shots that I asked them to take. They rebounded. They pushed the ball. And you know what? Most importantly, they took care of the basketball.
That's what I was going to say. The last, 5 minutes, they ran that motion offense and didn't take an ill-advised shot.
What would you say they ran off 2 minutes of the clock during the fourth quarter at least?
They worked the ball around. I was like, layups and free throws at this point.
That's what I said too.
And layups and free throws, and they worked it around, made the right pass. I think one time even Piper had a.
She got down there on the baseline, probably could have forced a 5-footer and kicked it back out.
Right. Yeah, ran another 10 or 20 seconds off the clock. So, sorry, I'm watching Kim down there, hide sit down there.
Yeah, I saw them down there too. I lost my train of thought too.
And so just their overall ball control, huge lesson. We talk about in losing we learn, and in winning we learn too. And tonight they learned a lot. And one thing I noticed too, Taryn a couple games ago, remember, took an ill-advised shot with 1:30 left or whatever, and we said, I got to tell you, she came over to the house and Kent says, you want one thing you did right and one thing you did wrong, and she's like, all right, hit me with the bad news first, but she learned,
right,
and then in these games, she carried it over. And she did a nice job in it. And that's what these games do. And that's what we're doing in all the season, because the ultimate goal is that postseason run. And every game they're learning and getting better and growing. And
we talked about it earlier that sometimes even watching them last year and watching them progress, I think we tend to forget, maybe some fans do, this is still a very young basketball team. I mean, how many freshmen, sophomores we still have on the roster? 6 sophomores and 3 freshmen, is that right? Mm-hmm. So it's still a very young basketball team, and they still have a lot of growing to do.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. You go to 17-6. Let's let you get out of here and get some rest and get done what you needed to be done. And I know my broadcast partner is anxious to get out of here as well. So we're going to wrap it up here from Roy S. Anderson. Congratulations to Coach Taylor Rohr and their Lady Railers on their victory tonight. They win over Bloomington 46-41, end a 3-game losing streak, and go to 17-6 on the year. So for Marty Ryan, our cameraman, for my broadcast partner, Carrie Froby, it's going to wrap it up here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. For studio producer Winnie Ransdale, for station manager Jim Ash. Again, we ask that you patronize our fine sponsors and thank each and every one of them for allowing us to bring you video and audio of Lady Railer home games and, of course, all of the Lincoln Rail Splitter boys games home and away. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night here from Roy S. Anderson against the Wildcats of Normal West. Again, Lincoln won 46-41 tonight. We know Railer Nation enjoyed the outcome. This is Jay Harden signing off from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Good night, and thanks for listening.